From Greater Lowell Tech in Tingsboro, Mass., this is MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP. Today, it's the season opener for both the Greater Lowell Gryphons and the Shawsheen Rams. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Sam Feely, ready to bring you the play-by-play story alongside Max Hooven on camera. Greater Lowell looking to improve on a 9-9 finish from last year, in which they lost to eventual Division II state champion Winchester in the first round of last year's tournament. Shawsheen looking to get into the state tournament this year after missing last year, going 7-11, and with a very young team, a lot of freshmen and a lot of juniors on this squad, and only a couple of seniors, one of whom is one of the goalies, Taylor Saga, but she will not be getting the start between the sticks today for the Gryphons. One of the stars of the for the Rams, rather, one of the stars of the Shawsheen girls basketball team, Shelby Bordeaux, will get the start between the sticks. She's a junior for Shawsheen. Meanwhile, Greater Lowell returns top scorers Ariana Hernandez, Haley Frasca, and Eliza Somm. And when Eliza Somm is involved, you know there's going to be a lot of scoring involved. Of course, Eliza star last year, freshman for both the Greater Lowell girls soccer team and basketball team, again, as a freshman last year. So it'll be Greater Lowell going right to left in the blue jerseys with gold letters and numbers, and Shawsheen going left to right in the white jerseys with black letters and numbers. Officials today, on the near side to start the first half, it's Joe Farragher. On the far side, it's Doug Tracia. Shawsheen will get the ball to start. We do not have a clock cam for this first broadcast, but we will get it to you in time for Thursday's broadcast between Greater Lowell and Mystic Valley in boys soccer. We're underway here in a hot late summer, early fall day here in Tingsboro in the low 80s to begin play today. Tussle along the far touch line. Play into the middle of the field. Over to Brielle Pidgeot. Chipped into the middle of the field and taken over by the Gryphons. Outlet pass for Somm off target. Now they try to thread the needle for Maya Domino. Domino makes the move, tries to get past the defense, swarming around her. Plays it back for Carrie Brown. Brown trying to get the corner, looking for a cross, kind of scuffs it there. And before it can get to Jillian McIsaac, the Greater Lowell goaltender, it's cleared. Now played up the far touchline and out of bounds for a Shawsheen throw. 1 minute into the first half, 40-minute halves. Clock counting down here in high school soccer. Chip back into the box, maybe a chance here for Talia Steed. Taken over on the near side by the Gryphons. Victoria Garcia plays it upfield. Taken over by Gabby Ortiz. Ortiz plays it into the middle. Off the foot of Pidgeot. Played to the right side. Swarm of insects in front of us here, in front of Max and in front of me on the near sideline. So if you see some dots flying through the picture, you'll understand why. Got dragonflies and gnats and everything. I'm surprised we don't have the cicadas. On the left side, trying to get the cross, comes into the box, still rolling, and McIsaac comes up to play it. McIsaac boots it to midfield. Chip ahead for Leah Casey, picked up again by McIsaac. McIsaac with a short clear. Played to the near side in Steed. Steed plays it back to Ortiz. Ortiz, nice move, keeps possession, but her pass is off target behind Ashley Talbot. Correction, that was Leah Casey. That was the pass was behind. It looks like the play was offside anyways. Free kick to be taken by Diana Mix of Greater Lowell. Try to get through to Som, knocked down. To Garcia. Ortiz. Nice through ball on the near side. Played back by Steed. Back to Ortiz, out of bounds. It'll be Shawsheen ball on the near side. Ortiz with the throw. Headed immediately back out by Mix. Ortiz with another throw. Tries to lob it into the box, and it looks like she stepped inbounds during the throw, so that'll be Greater Lowell ball. About 4 minutes gone by here in the first half. No shots on goal for either side. Play's been mostly in the Greater Lowell end, and Greater Lowell was the tournament team last year between these two teams, but it was Shawsheen that beat Greater Lowell twice last year. Boy, Hernandez looked like she was about to pick that one up. Good defense by Finney Shrim. But now Maya Domino presses it forward, tries to get it into the middle. Maybe a chance here for Casey. Casey has it taken away. Cleared up the near side. Santos. Out of play. Garcia trying to work her way through the pressure. Got tangled with her Shawsheen defender. Played upfield, trying to connect with Frasca. Too much traffic in the circle. Garcia plays it forward. All the way to the Shawsheen back line. There is Jackie Megna. Megna turns it over. Eliza Som with a chance. Stays on her feet. Has the goalie out of position. But nobody there for a pass. And Shawsheen might have a chance to clear. Slipping up, however, is Aaron Ward. Now another chance for Som. Som dancing through traffic, has it chipped away. Out of bounds to Greater Lowell. Mix. Lobs it. Garcia plays it towards the box, headed away. Garcia back to Mix, and I don't know who she was going for there. I think she was trying to lace it towards the box for either Santos or Som, but she went the opposite direction with the pass that she was intending to, and that'll be Shawsheen ball. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. Goal kick, initially taken away by Mix. Now Mix gets it back. Santos meets a double team. Played back for Pidgeot. Greater Lowell ball. Mix to take the throw. Santos hits it into Ortiz. Play on. Mix coming back to the back line. Over to Shrim. Tries to play it back in the middle for Garcia. Lobbed into the middle of the field. Tapped forward by Hernandez. And taken over by Megna. Megna meets a double team, and it's taken over by the Gryphons. That's Haley Frasca, one of the leading scorers from last year. Tried to play it through for Som. Picked up by Bordeaux. Bordeaux with kind of a line drive there to midfield. First subs of the match coming on for Shawsheen and Greater Lowell at the next whistle. Santos ran into Ortiz as she tried to get a through ball. Oh, beautiful through ball there by Casey. And now a chance here for Shawsheen. The shot goes wide left. So substitutions for Shawsheen, as we'll see. Alana DeSalvatore, Ella Malvone, and Ashley Talbot check in. Eight and a half gone by here in the first half. Short clearance taken over by Shawsheen, at least temporarily, then cleared up the far side by Santos. Played through to Som. Som trying to get the corner. Chips it towards the middle of the box, headed wide left by Cawthorn. Hernandez trying to cut off the attack on the far sideline. Into the box. Cleared aside by Shrim. Now Hernandez. Some momentum has it taken away, however. Mix. Stretch for Som. But winning the race there first is Katie Amadon. Goes out of bounds, will remain with Greater Lowell, however. Substitutions as Emily Haas and Liana Rosado will check in for Greater Lowell. Coming off are Garcia and Frasca. Throw-in comes short of the box. Now lobbed and off the side of the net. So the first good chance for Greater Lowell goes off the post and out of bounds for a goal kick for Shawsheen. MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Crack Kitchen and Coffee, located seconds off Route 93 in Andover, Mass. On Lowell Street. Open for breakfast and lunch with great options for sandwiches, salads, smoothies, and coffee. Check us out at crackedkitchen.com. That's CRACKD kitchen.com. Ashley Santos to take this free kick for Greater Lowell. Gets it into the box, but cleared aside by Brielle Pidgeot. That'll go out of bounds, and that'll remain with Greater Lowell as Henry Yaffa was beat Brian Martin to the ball there. Throw in for Mix. Som trying to keep the play alive, goes out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick. "12 minutes gone by here in the first half. Still no score. Neither side has made a shot on target, though both sides have had a couple shots towards goal. No saves needing to be made by either goalie thus far. Through ball for Ashley Talbot, cut off. Rosado tries to come up and play it. Played back the other way. Cleared aside by Santos. Into the middle of the field. Forcing her way through is Hernandez. Hernandez gets it back, tries to get the through ball for Som. Som is onside, trying to beat Pidgeot. Swept aside. Throw in for Greater Lowell. Som plays it back for Mix. Has her shot blocked, goes back into the middle. Chance wide left. That was almost an own goal. But it goes out of bounds. And it looks like it'll be a corner for Greater Lowell. And coming up to take it will be Finney Shrim. Shrim will swing it with the right leg. Line drive, cleared. Played back into the box on one hop. Bordeaux's got it. There's a whistle in the Greater Lowell football practice in a pivotal moment in that sequence that might have thrown off the players, possibly preventing Greater Lowell from getting a chance there. We're having a little issues with the camera, folks. Sorry. Can fix it at halftime. Up the near touchline, Mix has it and played out of bounds. Substitutions for both sides. Ortiz, Pidgeot coming off for Shawsheen. So is Carrie Brown, rather. Athena Mao coming off for Greater Lowell. Frasca back on the field, has it forced out of bounds. Remains with the Gryphons. Annie LaGrega to take this throw. Played over to the right side. And taken over by Shawsheen. Trying to get through ball, but it's the Greater Lowell back line that's there for it. Right into the lap, though, of Aaron Ward. Ward drops it off through ball, onside, chance for the Rams. Good defense. And coming up to swallow this one up is McIsaac. Perfect through ball for Shawsheen, but the Greater Lowell defense stood tall, and then Jillian McIsaac standing her ground to stop the chance. McIsaac plays it back towards midfield. Chipped over to LaGrega. Long ball to the opposite side. Closest to it is Jessica Scholl for Shawsheen. But it's taken away by Shrim. Shrim kind of fanned on the pass, trying to get it into the box, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Are you down with the sound called LSP? Then follow Local Sports Productions on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and Local Sports Productions on YouTube. Greater Lowell with a chance here. But Frasca forced off the ball. Domino. Out of bounds on the far sideline. Chance here for Greater Lowell, for Shawsheen rather, through ball. Nobody home, however, and McIsaac is there. Cawthorn fans on it. Out of bounds to Greater Lowell, however. LaGrega. And we're going to have a whistle and have a sub come in as Diana Mix checks back in for Finney Shrim. Just about halfway through the first half, no score. Now, but maybe a chance here for Greater Lowell. Oh, it's swept aside. Frasca had it swept away from behind, trying to beat Bordeaux. Greater Lowell keeps possession as it goes out of bounds, however. Headed towards the box now, whistle, and it looks like there was a foul. And it's going to be a free kick for Greater Lowell in a dangerous spot. Eliza Som's going to take it. Shawsheen setting up their wall. Som adjusting her ponytail. Hoping to net the first goal of 2019 for the Gryphons. Som's ready. Tapped up. Over the crossbar. It will be a corner, however, as Bordeaux makes the save. Goes out of bounds. And that'll be a Shawsheen goal kick. So the first dangerous set piece and the first corner of the game for Greater Lowell. They come up empty. Som tries to thread the needle for Frasca. Frasca tries to catch up to it over the end line. And this will be another goal kick for Shawsheen. We'll have substitutions as Athena Mao and Ariana Hernandez are back in the game. Haas and Johnson coming off for Greater Lowell. Goal kick for the Rams. Out of the reach of Hernandez. Garcia. Ahead for Som. Amadon cuts it off, but it's back to Som. Som takes the shot, saved by Bordeaux. Bordeaux denying Som for the second time. Good persistence here by Rebecca Cawthorn. Cawthorn loses the handle. Som trying to get it. Som chips it back to Cawthorn, and she stutter-stepped. Couldn't catch back up to it. And now back the other way come the Rams. They stay on side, but the through ball is knocked down in the middle and swept away by Santos. Back into the lap of Santos. Plays it off the referee. Shawsheen trying to stay on side, trying to get a run towards goal. They are unable to. The Greater Lowell defense snuffing them out just as they try to get momentum going, and now we have a whistle. And it's going to be Greater Lowell ball. Hernandez. Played back to Santos. Now Malvone. Back to Santos. Up the far touchline into the lap of Domino. Now Duggan. Over to Megna. Up to Caitlin April. And that play is offside. Mix to take this free kick off the offside by Shawsheen. Kind of scuffs it to Hernandez, who then plays it back off target for Mix. And now maybe a chance here for Shawsheen. DeSalvatore trying to get the edge, chips it towards the box, and it's cleared. We'll have en masse substitutions for Shawsheen and just one sub for Greater Lowell, as Finney Shrem checks back in to replace Ashley Santos. Throw in for Shawsheen. Swept into the box, off target. McIsaac scoops it up. LaGrega lets it go out. It'll be Greater Lowell ball. More substitutions for the Gryphons as Santos and Haas check back in. Through ball for Som. But Bordeaux makes another save. Through ball, play is offside. Casey a little too urgent. Som lobs it to no one in particular, goes over the end line for another goal kick for Shawsheen. LSP are the live event specialists. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100 an event. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. The bugs are just raining down on us right now. It's just insane, just getting all over our equipment and notebook and everything. It's just unbelievable. As Bordeaux picks up the ball. Seriously, folks, you should see what's going on here at our desk. Trying to play it for Somm, goes off her leg. Now a chance, another save by Bordeaux, denying Frasca. What even are these bugs? Looks like Jacobs Field back in 2007 in the ALDS. Ten minutes to go here in the first half. Still no score between Greater Lowell and Shawsheen in the season opener. Bodies get tangled in the circle. Now played ahead for Somm. She's onside, but Bordeaux swallows it up before she can get to the ball. LaGrega comes up to play it forward. And this will go out of bounds for a throw-in for Greater Lowell. Trying to wrestle it free is Brown, and a whistle. And it looks like it's going to be a foul here. And we might have a PK coming up for Shawsheen. As they ruled, that was a takedown in the box. So who's going to take this PK for Shawsheen? Looks like it's going to be Maya Domino with a chance to give Shawsheen the lead. Sorry for the lack of commentary, just being drowned by the bugs. Domino, chance with under 8 minutes to go in the first half to give Shawsheen the lead. And it goes in! McIsaac made the initial save, but it glanced off her hands off the left post and in, and Shawsheen takes a 1-0 lead. And it looks like Brian Martin wants a timeout, so we will take it with him, and hopefully we can get some bug spray, Henry. Jeez. Seriously, folks. We're on timeout? Yeah, we are going to be on timeout. 7:26 to go in the first half, 1-0 Shawsheen. This is MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP. Thank you so much, Brian. difference?
Yes. Bug spray kills bugs. Bug repellent just makes you invisible to bugs that like to get on people. God. This is like, I feel like this is the beginning of a horror movie, and this is the thing that you're like, I can't believe they didn't think that was creepy or weird. Get her back. Their death, I guess. Get it back. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, back in.
You know, the funny thing is, this isn't much of as much of a swamp as center field and Lexington High is, and yet
Yet it's more of a swamp.
it's more of a swamp. I don't know why. I don't know if you heard Max mention this is like a horror movie where where you can't believe the townsfolk didn't see anything creepy.
It's the thing that really should have been a tip-off.
Yeah. All right. So Greater Lowell playing from behind. Again, two of their losses last year were to Shawsheen. And now they're going to have to come back again. Through ball on the left side. Coming up for it is Santos. And it goes out of bounds. It'll be Shawsheen ball. Seriously, people, we need a malaria tent. I don't know if spraying the air will do anything.
It will not.
Goes out of bounds right in front of us. It'll be Greater Lowell ball, or Shawsheen ball. Throwing comes back to Mix. Mix trying to steer away. Taken over by Steed. Steed. Now shot from distance and right into the hands of McIsaac. Chipped up there by Kerry Brown, but to no avail. Mix plays it out of the box. Over to Pidgeot. Pidgeot has it poked away. Back to Shrim. And her pass is off target over the far touchline. Ortiz will take the throw. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Of course, when the clock hits 2 minutes, it'll stop, and the remaining time will be kept on the field. It's Skill move by Aaron Ward, plays it through. Now maybe a chance here for Shawsheen to make it 2. Swept aside. But right there forward with the shot from distance and the save by McIsaac. It's come over towards Cawthorn. Taken over by Som. Tries to lead it through. Shawsheen's there first. But then Cawthorn's there. Cawthorn tries to play it back off the foot of a Shawsheen defender over the near touchline for a throw-in for Greater Lowell with about 3 minutes to go. Little chip shot there, falling to her backside by Haas, trying to get it into the box and taken over by Bordeaux. Now Som. Som, good poke there by April. Pass was off target. Steed went the other way, but Shawsheen gets it back. A little wrestling match here by Cawthorn. She wins it, trying to play it back to Som. She does. Som on the through ball looking for Haas. Little too strong. Bordeaux picks it up. Yeah, the Shawsheen bench said it best. These gnats are just falling from the sky at this point. Because the gnats are so bad. I'm so sorry to do this to you, Max.
I feel like I have ADD twice.
Oh my God. Could be worse. Could be raining.
If it was raining, the bugs wouldn't be such a problem.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'd rather be wet than covered in insects.
Well, I'd rather have my equipment be covered in insects than wet, so you figure it out. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Clock on the scoreboard is stopped. Rest of the time will be kept on the field. 1-0 our score. A PK goal in the 33rd minute by Maya Domino is the difference right now. Out to Haas. Takes the shot from distance. Wide left. Line drive up to plate is Cawthorn. Cawthorn gets it to Som, who gets it to Hernandez, and it trickles wide left again. Feel like Greater Lowell's getting closer, but not close enough. Time running out here in this first half. Greater Lowell does get the ball to start the second half, however. Mix plays it upfield for Som. Som turns it back towards the box, and that's the final kick of the first half. Again, the lone goal in the game, a PK by Maya Domino in the 33rd minute. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a little bit, and hopefully the bugs won't be. With the score here at halftime at Greater Lowell Tech and Tingsboro Mass, the Shawsheen Rams 1 and the Greater Lowell Gryphons 0. This is MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP. Welcome back to the second half of MIAA Girls Soccer here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Greater Old Tech in Tingsboro, Mass. Alongside Max Hooven on camera. 1-0 our scores. The Shawsheen Rams are on top of the Greater Lowell Gryphons. The lone goal by Maya Domino of Shawsheen on a PK in the 33rd minute. Shelby Bordeaux with some phenomenal saves to keep Greater Lowell off the scoreboard. Couple of chances they had to get the first salvo, but were unsuccessful thanks to Bordeaux's phenomenal play. Team switch sides. Greater Lowell going left to right in the navy blue jerseys with gold letters and numbers, and Shawsheen going right to left in the white jerseys with black letters and numbers. On the right side, it's Athena Mao. Chips it ahead. Coming up to play it is, this is not Bordeaux for the second half. It's Taylor Sacco. Taylor Sacco taking over between the sticks for Shawsheen as Bordeaux played a phenomenal first half. Out to Hernandez. Chips it through the defense, but swallowed up by Sacco.
Did you just kick that to me, Coach? Did you kick that here? Oh, is that one? You can leave that down there.
Sacco boots it deep. Waiting for it is Mix. We'll get you some MIAA score updates from the Tweeterverse in a little bit, but once play settles down. Also, we do have to remind you, didn't get a couple other promos in the first half, but we do have to remind you that the LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts, including the LSP hoodie and the Never Concede Collection. Visit localsportsproductions.com/store after the game to place your order. And also, LSP's next broadcast is Thursday afternoon at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Gryphons host the Mystic Valley Eagles in MIAA boys soccer action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy a DVD of the game at the LSP store. So back to live action. Through ball here. Som, one-on-one with the goalie, takes the shot over the crossbar. Eliza Som looking to the heavens in disbelief. She had Sacco beat. She had the rest of the defense beat. Just a little too strong for it. And it'll be a goal kick after all that for Shawsheen. And Priel stepped on the line delivering that throw in, so it'll be Greater Lowell ball. Victoria Falcon here.
Close down.
And it glances off the foot of Scholl, so another throw for Greater Lowell. Scholl heads it out of bounds, and no, it was not off of Scholl. It was off of off of Mao. So Shawsheen ball. Scholl heads it forward. Falcon looking to cut it off, and this goes off of Mao for a Scholl throw in. Chipped ahead. Som's got room. Som off the side of the goal. Second great attempt in the first 4 minutes of this half for Eliza Som. First one went over the crossbar. Second one went off the post. She's getting closer. Third time's got to be a charm, right? Mao can't catch up to it.
Good job, Victoria. Good.
Frasca into the middle, taken away by Magna. Played forward by Falcon. Psalm, third time's a charm, yes! What did I say just now? Third time's a charm.
23 from 21. 23 from 21.
Frasca picks up the assist.
46th minute.
45th minute, actually. Psalm in the 45th minute with the equalizer. And we are back to where we started. Now imagine what happens if she gets another run at goal. Out of bounds to Greater Lowell. Rams trying to clear. Here comes Magna. Try to thread the needle for Scholl. Goes into the body of Scholl. Greater Lowell wanted a handball. They didn't get it, and Scholl misses wide left.
Coach, come on back.
It'll be a goal kick for Greater Lowell. Kazak with a short clear. Went right into the lap of Steed. Steed trying to steer away from her defender along the far touch line. Magna turns it over to Psalm. Gryphons trying to make a run. Psalm trying to win it. Goes to her left. Now lob towards the box. Cleared out of bounds by Amadon. Oh, that looked like a handball in the box. They didn't call it. Drive from distance, scooped up by Sacco. Sacco clears it. A little bit of ping pong there. Back to Magna. That goes out of bounds of substitutions as Cawthorn and Johnson check back in for Greater Lowell. LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your next rental from Avis. 8.5 gone by in this 40-minute second half. Eliza Psalm with the equalizer 5 minutes into this half. We are level at 1 as Greater Lowell hopes to do what they were unable to do last year, and that is beat Shawsheen. Knocked down by McIsaac, and she covers it up. Trying to find Scholl, but McIsaac cut it off. Johnson over her head. Trying to thread the needle for Rosado. Cleared. Now Garcia going to her left. I don't know, she might have had the better chance there. Garcia still possessing it, now has it taken away. Played all the way back to the Greater Lowell back line. Somm gets it. Somm! Wide right. MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP is brought to you by Cracked Kitchen and Coffee, located seconds off I-93 in Andover, Mass. On Lowell Street. Open for breakfast and lunch with great options from sandwiches to salads, smoothies, and coffee. Check us out at crackedkitchen.com. That's CRACKD kitchen.com. Wide right again on another opportunity for Somm. Coming up to it to play it forward is Falcon. Johnson has it cut off. Back to Garcia. Garcia lobs it towards goal, and Sacco comes up to play it. Garcia goes down, foul on Shawsheen. So a free kick from the midfield stripe for Ashley Santos. A little short, cleared aside. To the opposite side for Mix. And it looks like we might have an injury here after a tangle up on the far touch line. So Angelica Gonzalez is sped off in the golf cart to go check on the injured. It looks like a Shawsheen player. Just looked like a simple trip up, but might be a little more serious than that. Clock stopped at 27:28 to go in the second half. Can't see what it is from here, but it looks like they are flat on their back. Up right now might be Ortiz. Favoring her left leg, it looks like. Yeah, it's Gabby Ortiz. Sophomore for the Rams. And she is it's the right leg that's hurt. And yeah, she can't get off under her own power. She has to get in the cart, and hopefully she'll be okay. Looks like she's laughing it off as her teammates cheer her on as she is carted off, but hopefully she'll be okay. Meanwhile, back to live action. Throw in comes on the near touch line, and a little pinball action. Great Old trying to establish possession. Now threaded into the box. Popped up, and Johnson whiffs on it. Johnson coming back to play it. Hip checks off of Demina, not off Demina, rather off of DeSalvatore. And it looks like that was a foul on DeSalvatore, so that's going to be a Greater Lowell free kick. Santos to swing it with the right leg. Short line drive curls in front of the box. Hernandez, Johnson, lobs it into the box. Johnson trying to get it back, out of bounds. And it'll be Greater Lowell ball as in comes Emily Haas for Victoria Garcia. Johnson tosses it into the box and a whistle. And we have another stepping over the line on a throw-in. So Johnson costs Greater Lowell a possession there. But it looks like she's going to try and get it back. Rosado trying to catch up to it. And now a whistle and a foul will go against Greater Lowell. Played forward from the back line by Shrem. And no offside here as McIsaac comes up to play it. And now the offside hand is up. So I was going to say, looked like Scholl was it's the body length or offside, and they did call it. So Greater Lowell possession. And Johnson trying to catch up to it in the corner. And it's going to be Greater Lowell ball in the corner. It'll basically be a free corner kick. And now Athena Mao checking in for Amaya Johnson. Eliza Som checking back in as well. And this throw will be pretty much just like a corner here. And although it ends up being a little short, and can Shawsheen clear? Out of bounds to Shawsheen. With speed on the left side, it's DeSalvatore trying to catch up to it. But taken over first by Santos, and it goes out of bounds.
At the end of the bench, 7. At the end of the bench. There you go.
Pidgeot lobs it in for Megna. Pidgeot trying to go to the opposite side. Trying to thread it for Leah Casey. No foul. And we have a whistle, and it looks like Greater Lowell has a player down. And it looks like everybody's okay. It's like Rebecca Cawthorn.
1 for 1 if you need it, Coach.
Cawthorn's okay. Jada Santos will check in for her. It's going to be a drop ball. And this will result in a shot that will be scooped up by McIsaac. Brown. Now Pidgeot. Goes back out up top to Megna. Megna goes to her right. Poked aside. And Santos gets by the first defender, but it's taken over there by the Rams, but that's played out of bounds. As we are approaching the halfway mark of this second half. Annie LaGrega checking back in here. Play goes out of bounds. Another throw in for Greater Lowell. Trying to thread ahead for some, but it goes right into the lap of Sacco. Falcon. And substitutions as Garcia and Domino are back on for their respective squads. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100 per game. Visit localsportsproductions.com/services or email sam@localsportsproductions.com for more information. Out of bounds into the Shawsheen bench. Brown trying to work her way through the defense. There's DeSalvatore. Kind of a soft clearance there. Casey's there, but played back upfield. Frasca. Mao. Mao settles it down. Now the through ball. Everybody's on side, but it goes straight to Sacco. Under 18 minutes to go. Sacco kind of scuffs the clearance. Looks like Brown was on side, but up to plate is McIsaac. Out of bounds, throw in for Shawsheen, and we'll have a substitution as Ella Malvone will check in for Alana DeSalvatore. And gonna have a substitution, 4 substitutions. Leah Casey has to come off. Jackie Megna comes on. It looks like Casey's got an open wound, according to the official. So that's just for safety reasons. Magna, fresh off the bench, plays it over to Brown, and now looks like the play was offside. Trying to thread the needle, goes off the back of a Greater Lowell defender, taken over by Schrimm. Schrimm plays it back towards midfield, a little ping-pong action. And now Shawsheen with possession. Pidgeot plays it into the middle, taken over again by Schrimm. Schrimm launches it upfield. Somm has some space. Somm, can she give Greater Lowell the lead? She can! Eliza Somm with her second.
23 from 21. Time of the goal. Come on in. 65th minute. Timeout blue.
So a timeout called by Shawsheen after the go-ahead goal by Eliza Somm, her second, and it's also the second assist for Haley Frasca. 15:37 to go in the second half. 2-1 Gryphons. This is MIAA Girls Soccer on LSP. Are you down with a sound called LSP? Then follow us on the web at localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring LSP37, Snapchat LSP Media, and Local Sports Productions on YouTube. Finally worked in a KRS-One reference into the broadcast like I promised I would on Instagram. See what's going on in the world of MIAA sports. Halftime in field hockey, Dennis Yarmouth leading Duxbury 1-0. Medfield girls soccer ties Medway 1-1. What else we got? Dover Sherborne beats Westwood in boys soccer 5-2. Air Shirley beats Sizer 8-0 in girls soccer. And it looks like we have another keeper change as Shelby Bordeaux is back in the game for Taylor Sacco. Norwell beats Sharon in field hockey 3-1. Back to live action, 15.5 to go. Eliza Somm with 2 goals this half to give Greater Lowell their first lead. Through ball, no offside. Isaac there to pick it up. Norwell and Hingham in boys soccer tied at 1 with 14:26 to go. Somm doing a lot of dribbling by herself, then loses the handle. Now chipped it into the box, and up to play it is Bordeaux. Somm. Now lob for Somm, looking for her third. Taken over, however, by the Rams. Megna up the right side. And looks like there was a foul on Greater Lowell, so Shawsheen free kick from about midfield or a little behind. And it promptly goes out of bounds. Hernandez and Cawthorn back in the game for Greater Lowell. Garcia coming off. So is Santos.
Stay with Ari. Watch the outside. Angle back. Close down, not too much. Good job.
Cloud cover has made the temperature much more bearable for the players and the broadcaster, and it looks like the Bugs have held off for much of the second half. I'm sure Max appreciates that. But you worry about maybe is it going to start raining with as threatening those clouds look behind the west goal. Upfield for Rosado. Rosado has it cut off by April. Now Ward. Megna. Mix trying to catch that one. And it looks like that'll go over the end line for a goal kick. Three subs for Shawsheen is Jessica Scholl's coming back on. So is Leah Casey. So is Maddie McKenna.
I need a sub off. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12 players, ladies.
And finally, looks like we have Shawsheen had 12 players on the field for a while. We had to wait for a third sub to come off, and Talia Steed's coming off, it looks like. Oh boy, did not expect the wind. Blew some of our business cards and some of our promotional material from Cracked away. Santos over to Shrim. Shrim being pressured by Scholl. Shrim tries to find Mao, and a foul was called.
Right there, 20, right where you are.
Come on, Crim.
Back about 10 yards. 20. He's backing up, 14. Keep it up.
Hey, back up.
I'll let you know. You're good. You're good.
Eight and a half to go. Mao comes up to play it. Knocked down by Megna. Through ball. Eliza saw him try to catch up to it, and she drew a foul. Looks like it was out of the box, so it won't be a PK, just a free kick.
Blue! Blue! Be ready for a rebound!
Now whistle, and we're still doing a little administration for the wall here.
Run out the goalie for a rebound.
Som setting up.
On the kick.
Lobs it. Saved by Bordeaux.
Central midfielders back up 5 yards. Good. I like that, Diana.
Now Greater Lowell has lost 5 of their last 6 against Shawsheen. The only other decision, a tie back in 2016. But they are 6:45 away from ending that streak and picking up their first win of the season in the process. And Doug Tracia going over to Rosado for a little bit of a conversation here. No card or anything. Now Rosado. Taken over by Ward. And another whistle and a foul drawn. Line drive of the free kick. There is Hernandez. Chip towards goal, picked up by Bordeaux. As we approach 5 minutes to go. Talking to the officials at halftime, it turns out that the new rule is that the clock stops at 5 minutes. Clock's supposed to stop at 5 minutes, and then the rest of the time's kept off the field this year. Kept on the field this year, I should say. As clock has stopped. We're under 5 minutes to go. Shawsheen trying to find space to make another run, try and get at the equalizer. They led 1-0 on a PK late in the first half by Maya Domino, but 2 goals by Eliza Som this half have proved to be the difference at this point. Can Shawsheen get the equalizer in these last 4 or so minutes? Through ball for Som. Som chips it wide right. Incredibly difficult angle anyways. So we'll have in mass substitutions for Greater Lowell. Som tries to catch up to it. Has backup from Hernandez. Now Garcia. Fanned on by Mix. And now a foul on Greater Lowell will give possession to Shawsheen. And tipped over the end line for a corner kick for Shawsheen. I don't know if that was Crim's only play there, but not an ideal situation late in the game, up by 1. Corner kick coming for the Rams. Punched away. It goes in! Leah Casey gets the assist. Jessica Scholl nets the equalizer. It was Scholl with the assist. Casey with the equalizer in the 78th minute. Well, told you it was a tough position to be in, up 1 and conceding a corner, and Shawsheen took advantage. Now with 2 minutes to go, have Shawsheen salvaged a point? Bordeaux comes up to pick this one up. Frasca trying to chip it back for Frasca or Som Onto the right side, Frasca giving it a run. Johnson with support goes out of bounds to Greater Lowell. Time running out on the Gryphons. Played forward by Falcon. Up to the middle. Chipped through. A lot of traffic in the box. Now a big hit by Mix. Wide left. Bordeaux will pick it up. Time running out. Eliza Som's second goal almost held up as the winner for Shawsheen, but for Greater Lowell rather. But Shawsheen with the equalizer off a corner in the 78th minute by Leah Casey. Shawsheen looking for one last gasp to Greater Lowell rather looking for one last gasp to try and get that win back. Now here's a run maybe for Johnson. No, it's picked up by Bordeaux. Bordeaux will clear it, and that will do it. Shawsheen does salvage the tie after being down to the last 2 minutes off the corner by Leah the assist from Jessica Scholl and the equalizing goal by Leah Casey, but we'll give player of the game honors to Eliza Som with the tying and go-ahead goals, both in the second half. After a couple of close calls to begin that second half, she did come through with both Greater Lowell goals. So both teams begin the season 0-1. And, reasonable start, but Greater Lowell would have liked to get their first win since at least 2015 with that go-ahead goal by Som, but it was not to be. They will have to settle for their first tie since 2016. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes since 2011. Copyright 2019, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of local sports productions is strictly prohibited. A reminder that LSP is a proud member of the Avis affiliate program. Use the promo code on your screen or click the link in the video description for up to 30% off your rental from Avis. LSP's next broadcast is Thursday afternoon at 3:55 p.m. when the Greater Lowell Gryphons host the Mystic Valley Eagles in MIAA boys soccer action. Watch the game live at localsportsproductions.com/live, then stream the game the next day at localsportsproductions.com/on-demand or on the LSP YouTube channel, or buy DVD of the game at the LSP store. And be sure to follow LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, and Teespring, LSP37, Snapchat, LSP Media, and Local Sports Productions on YouTube. Once again, the final score from Greater Lowell Tech and Tingsboro, Mass. It is Greater Lowell Gryphons 2 and the Shawsheen Rams 2. Now it's official. For Max Hooven on camera, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys. Got a lot of protein on this.